I know earlier, Mr. Clerk, we created an order of the day with items that we wanted to consider before we consider any other business. I understand, however, there's still more public comment. We have a personal appearance. We have two personal appearances. Our first personal appearance is of Mr. Rodney Barreto.
No, it's not part of the order of the day how we established it.
So I read the order of the day. I understand what the order of the day is. I want you all to remember something very, very important that's important to all of the residents of the city of Miami and why we have them speak before we make any decisions. We have them speak, one, because it's required by the law for them to have an opportunity to be heard, and it must be reasonable, that opportunity. But what, as chairman, when I stand by, and this is not something that I've invented yesterday, this is something after being chairman for 3 previous years, and this being my 4th year as chairman, that I understand greatly. That there are individuals who are residents of our community, who are business owners, who are leaders, who all come here to speak to us, many times for only 2 minutes. And they should have the opportunity to be heard at a reasonable time right before the city commission. And the issue that we have when we don't allow them to do that is, one, is violative of the Florida statutes and actionable, and two, that it is just not decent of us. And the one thing that I will be remembered by, if anything in this world, is that I've been fair and decent to people. And so, with that being said, there are 2 personal appearances that are on the record that you yourself, Commissioner Coroyo, made a big deal about when another individual wanted to be placed on public appearance. And those 2 individuals are still present before this body. One of those individuals that I just called is Mr. Rodney Barreto. Mr. Rodney Barreto has an opportunity to be heard before this city commission.
He certainly does, but he has the right to be heard when the city commission decides and putting in place in the order of the day.
I would think that if there are things that you want to argue about on the Miami City Commission, that we would choose our battles and not let them be things that are not things that are of significant importance when it comes to being heard. Allow the man to be heard during public comment time, as we traditionally do. In fact, we typically handle our personal appearances before we even allow the public comment. It didn't happen that way at this meeting.
Mr. Chairman.
The reason that we've allowed
Mr. Chairman.
I'm speaking, sir.
There's a motion that has been.
There's no motion.
It already passed.
Sir, you're interrupting me.
You're out of order.
No, I'm not out of order. I'm the chairman.
You're out of order, sir.
A
motion has been made and has passed.
So I'm speaking.
You can't reverse the decision.
It does not matter. However, you all come together and created a plan to hijack the Miami City Commission. What matters is that you have individuals on public comment that have an opportunity to be heard, and they will be heard. That's what this is about. There is no motion to it.
No, it's about something else that's very
So I'm going to recognize Mr. Barreto.
You cannot.
You will not do that.
I'm
watching the commission. I call you back.
I make a motion that we stick.
You're recognized.
You are not. I make a motion, Madam City Attorney.
I move that we adjourn the meeting. I move that we adjourn the
There's a
meeting.
motion, the meeting be adjourned.
Is there a
second?
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All against?
Nay.
Nay. Motion passes. 3. Mr. Reyes, Mr. Coroyo, and Mr. Diaz de la Portilla. This agenda has come to an end.
Rodney, you know, and you have met with me on this issue several times.
Mr. Barreto, it is not about you.
You can meet with me anytime.
It's not about you, Mr. Barreto.
No, it's not. You can
We're
meet
sitting
with me
here, we have an issue with commissioners who want to abuse their authority. And that's what this has come to. And so the city of Miami will suffer as long as they continue to act like children and do that. There is not one person on this board that's going to cower to anyone who's tried to use their political authority to make a fool out of this Miami City Commission. We're here to do a job. One job. And this is what we have to do to make it work, and that's what we're going to do, because I'm going to honor every single one of you as individuals, every single one of you as workers in the city of Miami, to not have to bend and cower to anyone who wields authority on this board. This is about a collective authority, and it should always be that, about doing the right thing for the people of the city of Miami.
What the problem here is that
We can
you
do
don't
this
like
all
majority rule.
All
You don't like
day.
democracy. You
All
want it
day.
the way it was.
All day. It's
How
not
much
about
money
anything.
has that man raised for you?
It's not,
microphone.
How much money has that man
I
raised
wish
for
you
you?
did. Maybe I'd be
The
with
city
a
manager.
stronger deck.
I'm talking about the city manager.
That's
How
not
much
bad.
money has he raised for you?
This won't work,
Huh?
sir. It won't work.
Well, it will
It won't
work.
work.
Because
It should
you
work.
know the way the law is and the way the law works is.
Cut the microphones,
Majority
please.
of the
At this
time-
point, the meeting has been adjourned, and these statements can be construed out of the sunshine. So please cut the microphones. The meeting is over.